Good day, everybody. If you remember on last week's episode, I showed you guys how to drill and tap. Well, not really tap. Drill the rear differential yoke for the forward U-bolts. And I showed you guys the carnage of my drive shaft coming out. That piece up there breaking. Well, as you can see right there, brand spanking new. So, let's not gap too much. Let's just get the darn thing in. What do you think? I miss my Jeep. Okay, first thing we gotta do, here's what's left. You see the little ears still stuck on the transfer case. We gotta get them off. We're gonna do that with a 15mm socket. So, be right back and get them off there. Alright, we got the little broken off ears taken off. Next thing, ta-da! Razor blade time. We're gonna scratch off all the old gasket material. Make sure it's good and clean now. More there than it was. I mean, if you got a little black fade ears, would be black RTV or red RTV or blue, whatever. I mean, as long as it's got a nice clean surface to adhere to. Make sure around your bearing that you've got no debris around it. Make sure you didn't get any kind of debris inside the bearing. So at this point, we're gonna throw a little RTV on it and put the new piece on. Okay, I've got the RTV on. I got this thing slid up on there, but I want to point something out to you guys real quick. I almost got froggy. Didn't show you. If you look right there, see that whole alignment there? Whole alignment there. This thing is clockable. Well, not really clockable. It has to be put in a certain position. Because, okay, watch this. I want to take a move. I want to rotate this one set of ears around. I think it. Turn loose, dang it. Now, so I'm going to line up the bottom one here. But look. See, that was all out cattywampus. That over there, if I can see it. Oh, sorry, people deal with the camera thing. I'm just trying to show you something. Yeah, can't see that one anyway. Okay, you see how that there is all not aligned, but that one down there is. Okay, let's put it back in place like it was. Rotate it. Alright, see, that one's alignment correctly. And that one is. And you just have to trust me for that over there. I can get the camera over to see it. But as you see right there, it does have to go on a certain way. So you really can't put it on wrong. Now some of you are thinking, hey, Chuck, use your brain for a moment. Put the seal in first, because if I had it laying flat on the ground, I could hammer it from the top down. It'd make it life a lot easier. But here's why I'm not doing that. For my YouTube viewers, I'm going to put it in as simulating like, okay, this has already been installed, but your rear seal means your rear seal's leaking. I'm going to show you guys a little trick how to put it on. So I'm going to put the cone on first, then I'm going to put the seal on. I'll put the extension housing, then the seal. Therefore, say if you just got a leaky rear seal, this is how to change out the seal, how to hammer it back on. So I got a neat little trick to show you guys. So let me get a little bit of Loctite. I'm using Loctite blue right there. Put it on the threads right there so they don't work out on me. So I'm going to put the Loctite and tie my bolts up. Be right back. We're going to put the seal in now, but the little trick I mentioned a moment ago, these things can be a little tricky if you take, tapping your hammer around it, like straight here, trying to tap them in. I'm sorry about the light today, people. It's kind of overcasted today, and it's not very bright outside today. So anyway, normally you take your hammer, you tap around till you finally get it seated, and you keep tapping until you try to get it straight. Alright, I'm doing this one-handed here, so I just want to show you. Look at that, a piece of plumbing fitting. PVC pipe. This is an 1.5 to 2 inch adapter. And it fits great right down inside that seal right there. Or if you want, so we see how it just fits down inside this lip. See, that kind of cuts right down inside there. Or if you want to go in the outer diameter of it, you can flip the adapter over. And give me just a second. It's the right diameter to tap it from the outside if you want to do it from there. Not to mention that same adapter can be used for like your disc brake, front end disc brakes that has the wheel seal and bearings, all that stuff built into it. You can drive in the front wheel seal with that or whatever seal the diameter fit. And not to mention also, if you look, well, if you can see, there's the output shaft there. I mean, it fits through that diameter hole right there. Nothing's got to go that deep. But see, little piece of PVC adapter right there. to drive that seal in. Pretty snazzy, huh? Now, one more thing I want to point out. I'm about to drive the seal in, but if you notice how it's all nice and shiny on the inside, put you some silicone juice in there, put you some motor oil or transmission fluid or something like that inside there, because that way when you slide the drive shaft back in, the seal doesn't have to start out dry. It kind of braids the edge a little bit. So put you a little bit of slick juice in there, motor oil, transmission fluid, or lightweight, whatever oil, grease, whatever. Anyway, I'm going to drive this thing in now. Alright people, that right there being a new extension housing, that seal was a beast getting up in there. So it took me a few minutes to get it in there. Even with my little fancy dancy tool that normally works within a couple taps. You know, a couple taps with that little PVC adapter kind of gets the seed and you can drive them up in there. But that being a brand new extension housing, that seal was a beast. So I ended up taking the housing back off, laying it on the fender of my trailer and beating that sucker in. Sometimes they're cooperative, sometimes they're not. So regardless, I'm running out of lights and now I'm doing it by light. Anyway, I'll get that slid up inside there. So now we're going to put the U-joint in. Okay, once you got the front drive shaft back into the transfer case, and do yourself a favor, have it neutral so you can rotate the transfer case, and that way you can rotate the drive shaft just to line up with your yoke cups. So then we're going to take our U-bolts, and some of you people who refer back to my last week's video, I'll put a link in there somewhere for last week's video to where I drilled this yoke to put these U-bolts in, because it comes out factory with those straps. So you put that through there, and I got to reach like way on the other side of the Jeep to get the nuts and bolts. Or nuts and washers, that's what I meant. Here we go. You put a washer on. Obviously I ain't got my tripod out here. And basically what you want to do from here, anyway, put your washer on, put your little Loctite on there, a little liquid Loctite. Put your nuts on. Alright, now that we got the drive shaft, I've already put the U-bolts in, got them good and tight. Basically, I put a link in it for last week's video where I drilled this yoke to put these U-bolts in. Did away with the factory Jeep straps. And don't know how well. Basically, I put the U-joint in, tapped it through, got everything set correctly as far as, you know, drive shaft placement inside the yoke. And let's move this light a little bit. See right there, I put the blue Loctite on it. Tighten them up real good. And that's all there is to it. You see I got them little heavy duty straps on there, heavy duty U-bolts on there now. I ain't fooling with no little straps anymore. So they should not come apart. Oh, as far as tight, you just want to crank them babies down, but just don't twist your bolts or strip them or anything like that. So alrighty, I'm coming up on it, get all my tools picked up. It's dark out here. Hey everybody, thanks for checking out the video. I showed you guys the carnage left over from snapping a U-joint. Actually what happened, the straps came loose, stretched. The straps stretched and turned loose the U-joint and the drive shaft went nuts. And you seen how it broke out that transfer case extension housing. Replaced it. The seal that I put in the end, I showed you guys the little PCV pipe trick. I ended up taking the housing off and driving it from the top down, because I guess because of the new housing it was a lot tighter fit than the old one was, and that seal was not going to be cooperative without actually damaging the seal. So took the housing back off, laid it flat on, like this is the surface of my trailer fender. I laid it there with those tabs sticking out, coming and driving the seal down from the top right here. So sometimes you just do what you got to do. Now, also I lost a lot of fluid when I was driving it, so what you guys didn't see was me topping the fluid off inside the transfer case. Put automatic transmission fluid, and I'll put a link in the description below and up here in the video somewhere to where you can see how to change oil in the transfer case in NP231 transfers. Pretty easy, but that's where you see where the fluid drains out at and where you can put new fluid in. It's really easy. So go check out the video. Also, you learned something. If you got questions, comments down below. Feel free to ask. Feel free to tell me, hey, great job, saved me a lot of money, whatever the case may be. I love those comments. I've gotten, past couple of days, I've gotten them from people changing clutches out. When I did my clutch video, they're using my video for reference. I mean, that's just cool that I help somebody out like that. I really enjoy that. So keep those comments coming like that. That is just so cool. So, thumbs up if you like it, subscribe if you haven't. When you subscribe and I make these videos, they get uploaded to YouTube. You get an email saying, hey, he's done made another one, go check it out. Take the video, share it, your own YouTube channel, Facebook, Twitter, Google+, Instagram, all those places like that. Share other video. When you share the video, you're sharing knowledge. When you share knowledge, you're helping other people. That's what we all should do. So do that. Alright, one other place this video is going to land, www.fixedjeeps.com. That's my site to where I put all these little fixed Jeeping videos all in one location. But along with those videos are going to be downloadable, printable, to where diagnostic trouble codes. Your Jeep's got an ailment, it shows you how to do the little key trick, because the XJs and the YJ Jeeps, that'll check engine light will rat like crazy. It'll tell you what's going on. You just got to know the trick, and that trick is on my site. Go check it out. www.fixedjeeps.com. Go check it. So, once you check my site and you bookmark it so you can always refer back to it, here's what I want you to do from now on out. You, YouTube land, have yourself a great day. Peace out. See y'all.